What's up, family? I'm Real Mike Rob. Make sure you tuning in to the 3 Point Conversion Radio. They got all of it, and they keep it funky. Let's get it.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? We are back inside the 3 Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And I'm chilling with my God to the right of me, my guy Mace. What up, Mace?
Happy Wednesday, my brother. We back up in this thing. We get to do this again, my brother. Never take it for granted. Never take it for granted.
Never, dog. Never do that, man. How you been, bro?
Kind of tired, but you know the show must go on because nobody cares about how tired we are. Nobody cares about what didn't go our way. We got to just keep grinding, bit dog.
Yeah, dog. I feel you. I hear you too. What was I gonna say, man? Yeah, I've been tired, dog. I've been going crazy in these streets, dog, with media stuff, man, and trying to get ready for these All-Star game and just I ain't gonna cover the actual game, but there's been a lot of other stuff going on. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I was gonna hit you up, man, but I know you know the schedule. You can't do it during the day.
Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you what's so crazy. All-Star weekend has crept up on us some fierce, and I think it makes it even crazier the fact that the Braves are playing so bad right now that it has like tempered down the All-Star weekend somewhat here. Um, we're so used to our Braves being super
Mm-hmm.
competitive, and now we're no kind of suck right now. So I think that's taking a little bit away from All-Star weekend. But I think once everybody kind of gets in place, I was kind of up that way the other day, and you can once you see it, you like okay the vibe. Okay, you can catch the vibe. But I think for the most part, everybody here is like, man, we kind of suck. Glad All Star Weekend here, but we kind of suck. So it's a little rough. But MLB, welcome to Atlanta.
Yeah,
Welcome to Atlanta.
they had a little taste. Had a taste test, uh, and today, so they had some good stuff, man. I messed around real quick, y'all. I done messed around it, and they had this chicken sandwich, but they had bacon on it, bro. I didn't hear him say that. I don't eat pork. Bit the
Right.
same, like this kind of tastes different. And I knew I'd taste something. And next thing you know, bro, headache. Headache. Yeah, Marlon, they done put the nail in the coffin, basically. But yeah, man. But we here though, and we got a great show lined up for you, man. Um, we are talking with we definitely talk about them Braves, man. It's funny you say the nail in the coffin, Marlon, because I'm wondering will that nail come in before the end of the season?
Yeah.
And that's going to be the question we're going to talk about. Also, we got to talk about the Angel Reese situation where she slapped the. I don't know if you saw it, where she slapped slap the clipboard, out of frustration, whatever. But of course, it's Angel, so everybody is talking about that. And
Magnified 400,000 times.
yeah, so we gonna get in that. But it made me think about not just her, but into sports. Period. When you talk about passion and emotions getting the best of you, who is allowed to let that happen to them, who isn't allowed, because we get that a lot also man, we got to talk about college football, man. The conference
It's
media
here,
day
baby. It's
coming up.
here. Like,
Oh,
I don't know if people really understand this. So everybody in the office, or like, if you round me enough, you know that I got a like this clock, mental clock in my head. So my dude's always like, "Hey man, how close to football season? I'm like, what breakdown you want? We got 9 Sundays to the NFL. We got about 7 weekends for college football. We got about 5 to 6 weekends for high school football. So I mean, like, pick your poison. I mean, shout out to my fam, Juju Lewis. He was at Big 12 Media Day. Just a crazy time, man. So it's here. If you look at every conference, media days are set up. You know what guys are gonna be there. Great times ahead, man. College football it's here. NCAA college football game dropped last night. So come on,
oh
it's here.
yeah. So like I said, it's a lot to get into with that, man. Also, man, Dak is giving George Pickens reverence. I mean, he is really.
As he should.
I mean, yeah, you should.
It's early, but okay.
Yeah, but I definitely want to see how this goes on, and if this continues, and we're getting into that, man. I think that's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
very interesting, man. And then, man, I got to ask you. I got the question of the day. I might ask it before this. I don't know, but it's a good question. We just leave it there. What up, Jacob? If the Braves trade Acuna, a certain Cubs team could use him. You darn right. You darn right, Jacob.
That's not gonna happen, but dream on.
You darn right.
They had to tear down the battery if that happens, so that ain't happening. But go
Right.
ahead.
Anyway, man. All right, y'all. It's time to get to these quick hits. Oh, let your family and friends listen to the show on the 3-point, or watch the show, the 3-point conversion Facebook channel, or 3-point conversion YouTube channel, man. So let's get to these quick hits, bro. And starting with that, why I see it, Damian Lillard. But anyway, the NFL and NFLPA conducted. Listen to this, Mace. They conducted an agreement to keep collusion findings, including finding that league executives urged team owners to reduce guaranteed money because of the Deshaun Watson situation. But they agreed to keep this away from players. So they didn't even tell the players. So of course, the players upset about this. Mace, I want your take on this.
Here we go one more time. NFL players, you guys, a couple of years ago when we were back at the table, you guys had the ultimate opportunity to really dig into these owners. But because you guys can't, you guys don't understand togetherness, and y'all don't understand taking care of all of the players from the past, future. You're always only worried about right now. Y'all worried about padded practices. You worry about tour. You worry about everything but the right thing. You get these situations. You get these situations here. The owners gonna always win. I know it, and I know you'll be like, the owners are gonna always win because they know that when push comes to shove, they offer a little, you guys are gonna take it. You guys have had so many opportunities, and now you locked into another 10 to 12-year deal before
Mm-hmm.
you can even collectively go back to the table. These guys just don't understand the leverage that they have. Now, they may 8 more years from now, 9 more years, however, before this CBA is up, and look at what the college kids did and how the college kids really won their independence. I never feel sorry for the players, because whenever they've had the opportunity to really stick it to the owners, they don't. So I mean, hey, and Marlon just said it best. They're gonna take them checks today versus understanding what's down the line for their league. So whatever players, owners are always gonna win. So
Right.
I'm always looking at the players like I roll my daughter say, my daughter they be talking with their hands, looking at the players like whatever. whatever. Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. This is the thing that kills me about that. Because you're right. So it's like, all right, you tell us not to keep anything, which they shouldn't keep anything from the players, but y'all
They
not
keep
making
everything from the players.
because y'all not making a difference. Like you said, y'all not standing up. I had the perfect time. I was saying that even with the situation with Cap. Players could have really used their power if they needed to. Because we all know ain't nobody, I don't care what Jerry say, well, whoever else say, what events, whatever, that if the best player is like, yo, we ain't playing, what they gonna do?
Dude, I'm a Ralph. Just imagine if all 32 quarterbacks got together and say, listen, we want XYZ across the board.
Right.
If all 32 quarterbacks, hey, we not playing until we get this. Dude, you think people are gonna buy tickets and jerseys on Sundays, Thursday night, Monday night football if you running out a gang of backups?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys continue to show that, man, look, hey, man, look, man, we just don't, man, listen, we want about 3 days where we can just be out there without have on shoulder pads, but my bucket hat.
Right.
We just want to do walkthroughs. We don't
Right.
want tour days. We want to be able to go golf, and we want to be able to, have time to, go put 28s on my Escalade. That's what they want. So I mean,
It's so
as
funny.
my daughter say, whatever.
We'll move over real quick. I just want to say it's so funny how you look at the difference of the NBA and the NFL, where when you think about the NFL, they make the best players they give all this money to. You look at quarterbacks, of course, and all the money they're getting. So, like you said, they don't want to turn it down. But the difference is with the NBA, yes, the best players. You look at the contract SGA just got. They're like I was making a statement, Jacob. But you look at the contract that SGA got, and that stems from not because they say, okay, let's play our players, so they'll do what we want to do. No, that's from LeBron and the rest of them saying, no, we're gonna dictate how we get paid. You know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna do this 2-year, and I want a 1-year option. I'm
Yeah.
out of that. I want another,
Yeah.
and that's why the NBA players can really pretty much do what they want to do. Think about the bubble. Remember the situation with George Floyd and how they all had a meeting. Well, you're not getting that from the NFL. Matter of fact, NFLPA is ran by somebody who ain't playing. Versus the NBA, you got presidents and that's really stepping up. So, yeah, but either or. Speaking of that, Deion Sanders says that college football should have a salary cap when it comes to all this money they're giving out with the transfer portal and not transfer portal, but the NIL.
NIL, yeah.
So, Mace, I definitely agree with that. He was saying that the thing is, yes, you're gonna have different teams in the playoffs. When you got this one guy that's probably not even that good. And you giving him all this money, and you got a roster, somebody roster, and their budget is $25 million. What they're giving out, of course, they should be in the playoffs. Of course, it's going to be like that. He was like, and dude probably not even that good. He was like, but we need a salary cap. You might as well if you got GMs now. So, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. The 5 richest programs can spend the most money. But when the idea was, okay, listen, okay, we got to pay the players. Got to pay the players. A lot of the big schools felt like, well, okay, let's pay them. And of course, the halves were like, yeah, okay, yeah, man, we'll pay them.
Right.
Because again, they can. Look at what Tennessee did. Tennessee, they drew a line in the sand with Nico.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we can't give you that. Sorry. How many schools are actually going to do that? Versus this year, Texas is spending on their roster this season close to $50 to $60 million.
Right.
They have the wherewithal to do it. So if we do have a salary cap, let's get okay. Say we put a hard cap in. The Ohio State, Texas, the Georgias, those type schools are still going to have other advantages over those schools. So kids are still going to, I'm going to where I'm going to be on TV all the time. I'm going to where they got, all of these facilities. They got this unlimited. I mean, and then you look at it too. Phil Knight basically told Oregon, listen, we got unlimited NIL. But how many top 5 kids in the country are going to Oregon? They still can't win any recruiting wars because of location.
Right.
Location's everything. They got 70 million uniforms, but they really can only draw 1 or 2 kids from the South. Their recruit base, California, with the West Coast. You got to have the Florida kids, you got to have the Georgia kids, you got to have the Texas kids. So I mean, get a salary cap, but the halves are still gonna find a way to finagle all the top kids in the country.
But you know what? Real quick, if you're right, and I think what Oregon need to do is, because like you said, you got Nike, but you got $70 million. Jerseys and all of that. But what they need to do is say, hey, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put y'all on the list, the Nike, where y'all get shoes for the rest of y'all. I guarantee you, and mention the name Jordan, I guarantee you see some people, some players that go there.
But they kind of doing that.
But they're not saying, they need to say it. They need to.
But they basically, without saying it, they saying it.
Right.
Because 2 of the kids that I've coached, who Dallas Warmack, who is like my Oregon player. That's why I got all this Oregon stuff.
Yeah, right.
They just give them. I mean, it's like whatever. Once you're an Oregon Duck, you're Oregon Duck for life. So these guys get like duffel bags. I like for Dallas. I remember their last bowl game. Dallas' last bowl game. Dallas came home with so much stuff. I just like, no, you might well just leave that with me, and when you go back, get some more stuff, because none of that is making it back to Oregon or to your house. It's all me. But but how many kids? Like say, how many times can Dan Lanning come into Georgia and get the top quarterback, the top running back, the top wide receiver? He just can't, because again, I don't know how many people have been to Eugene. As beautiful as their campus is, as beautiful as Nike is right around the corner. Bruh, kids are like, wait a minute, it took how many flights to get here? So you mean after my mama them dropped me off, This
That's right.
this gear. Nah, I mean this gear nice, but everybody got gear. You know what I'm saying? If you at a top school, think about a kid that go to UNC. Who got better gear than UNC?
Right.
But
Right.
how many kids are like, I'm going to North Carolina? Now, you got a lifetime supply of Jordans. You know, one of the kids that I coached when I was living in South Carolina, Darren Durant, who was the starting quarterback for UNC for 3 years, to this day, he still gets whatever Jordan he wants.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, how many kids are like, Jordan for life? I'm going to UNC.
Yeah.
Nah. Versus, soon as I get to Texas, everybody got a Lamborghini deal. The Urus or the, you know, Allen, all gear is a credit, and that's all I'm saying. Everybody has gear. Everybody. Just what color you want? You want burnt orange? You want Carolina blue? You want Clemson orange? You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to Miami. They wear Adidas. Yeah, ain't going there. You know, I mean, it's like we have all these wars. Dion and them got some of the best gear in college. But a kid going to Colorado, he thinking, bro, I'm watching that game in October. It's snowing.
Yeah, that's a long way. And you can't
do I want to be in the snow from October to May?
Right.
You know, they spring game, it's snowing at their spring game.
Right.
Nah, I'm straight. So I mean, yeah, Dion, we can put a salary cap in, but the halves are still going to out recruit everybody. Even think about it. Even when it wasn't NIL, all the top kids were still going to those same 5 schools.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's they have more to give.
Always.
on the field, and again, exposure. These kids, yeah, the money's playing a huge part, but these kids at the end of the day are still like, if I go to Ohio State, I'm going to be on TV every Saturday at high noon. I'm going somewhere where I know I'm gonna be on TV every week. I know, dude. Alabama got 2 uniforms. 2 uniforms. They don't change the uniforms for nothing. Top 5 recruiting class every year because it's Alabama. I'm gonna be on TV and I'm gonna win. Oh, and by the way, I am going to the NFL because still the biggest question these kids have: how fast can you get me to the NFL?
Right. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the topic, especially in the Big 12, but more so this media day. So, and then last but not least, man, prayers go out to MMA star legend Randy Couture, his family. Was airlifted to a burn center on Tuesday in Kansas City after getting an accident at the racetrack, Pro Star Car racetrack. Said he had first, second degree burns and all that.
So, prayers up for sure.
They say he should be able to go ahead and should recover. So hopefully he can be, man. So we'll see. But all right, y'all, that wraps up quick hits. Hot topic, man. Like I stated, Angel Reese, and it sparked it. Angel Reese, it's a video that I didn't put it up, but she was coming from a timeout. And she was heated, I think, about a call, a non-call, something. Anyway, she came to the sideline. It was like an assistant or staff member had a clipboard walking towards her. Angel Reese slapped the clipboard down adamantly, very hard, and walked to the bench, whatever. She said after the game, she went to the staff member, assistant coach, and apologized. And she was like, "You good?" She was like, "Man, I already know your emotions in the game. Like, you good? You ain't got to, whatever." But it was a lot of talk, of course, it's Angel Reese, and everybody was talking about it. And so, so my question is, when it comes to passion, well, first of all, just with that, well, I ask a question, then we can answer the Angel Reese situation. But when it comes to that, the passion and emotion, like, what's the fine line between being passionate or being overtaken by emotions, which isn't good? I should say overtaken by emotions, which isn't good. So when you see that incident, do you think that's more of like she went overboard, or not even just with anything, you know? But if you want to speak to her situation, what's your thought?
So I think we're always, anytime it's her, it's always going to be more to the more than just a story.
Right.
We've seen so many times. So I would always ask this, and you'll understand this from when we cover games. And if you're just really paying attention to timeouts, huddles, when pregame, we're close enough to hear a lot of the conversations.
Right.
So much stuff is being said, and then we start talking about in the super competitive setting. Tempers are gonna flare. We've heard coaches say some of the craziest stuff to athletes. You know, timing of the game, timing of the timeout. When did it happen? What was like going on? When it happened, okay, when the camera caught that, but did the camera also catch her going immediately to that coach, or after the next timeout talking to that coach? If the coach said, listen, it's no problem, then I think it should be dead, because I'm always on the side of, we've all played. We've all been like in a situation where, especially when you locked in, you said some stuff, or your coach said some stuff. My dad used to always say, his favorite saying would always, charge it to your head, not your heart. Situations, stuff happens in the heat of a game. And we've always, I always operate under this 24-hour rule. Let the game, whatever happened, sleep on it, and then let's react.
Right.
I don't know how many people have ever like had a coach yell at them, or like kind of just yell back at a coach in the heat of the moment, and the coach and the kid, or the coach and the athlete, they all just blow it off, because so much stuff behind the scenes are being said. This is why practices are closed. This is why you can't have, when we cover, like say we cover practice, you can only get 15 minutes. A lot of times it's just pregame, or it's just like pre-practice, not when practice starts. Because so much stuff is happening, so much stuff is being said, and the general public just don't understand, especially when they hadn't really ever been in a super competitive situation. So I'm always like, with her, it's always gonna be a big story with her. Coach say they cool. She said she apologized. End of story. Because this is not the first time that she's probably been like one of the best players in the country her entire life. This is not the only time she's had a run-in with a coach. I'm sure of it.
And it won't be the last.
It won't be the last.
I think, like you said, it's within the game. My thing though is not even with her, but just with players and athletes. I'm not even gonna say fans. We let social media dictate, and sometimes media dictate who can say what and who can do what to say to who and everything.
Narrative, because
Tom Brady all the time. Tom Brady was always known, and I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them. I used to love when Tom Brady be getting in people's faces and all. I mean that, because we understand, but then let Antonio Brown, or better yet, let your favorite receiver at this point right now. You look at Cardi B. You know what I'm talking about.
It's narratives.
He was always, no, he's cancer this, he's that. But it was always on something. I want to win. I want to.
Brady break 3 Surface Pros a game. Oh, it's just competitive fire. Okay, so he the only person that's competitive. He the only person that he not a counselor.
The funny thing was, I don't know if you remember. I don't know if Jacob's still on here. But Jacob, remember this, and it was on Monday night, so you might remember. Like I said, Jay Cutler. I remember he had like threw a pick or he did something wrong. He didn't throw a pick. He did something. They didn't get the first down. So he was upset, whatever. He went and sat down, and the assistant coach came over there and started talking to him, the offensive coordinator and me. As soon as the offensive coordinator came, Jay got up and walked away. So then the offensive coordinator chased him down, went to him. Jay went the other way. And I like what Kurt Warner was doing again. He was like, yo, y'all don't understand. What Jay was saying was, look, not right now. I'm emotional. I don't want to raise on you. I don't want to go off on you on camera.
Because I know the cameras are rolling.
Right.
I know the cameras are rolling. Dude, we interviewed our college coach. And we were we had laughed because he talked like that. Super emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Super emotional. Not going my way. He understood that in me. We have a funny story about I knocked over the water coolers on the sideline. Knocked them all over.
Mm.
Coach was like, hey, told the trainers, let's go get some more water. Y'all know how he is. Get what we gonna do. Send him back out there. he gonna go play some more. But because they just understood, listen, hey, y'all know if hothead. But that's players, that's coaches understanding their players. And that's players knowing that, hey, coach gives me the latitude to, be me. Again, coach didn't have an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an issue with my coach. Love my coach. Y'all, what are we doing? But today's, again, I guarantee if somebody was filming that entire situation, not just when that happened, so they could post it real quick. If they filmed that entire situation, I promise you, Angel Reese went over to that coach, probably when the horn went off, before they went back on the floor. I guarantee you she said something to the coach, or while somebody shooting free throws, she probably walked over to the coach and was like, Coach, you know I don't mean that. And coach, like Coach said, I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, she was like, you good.
I ain't worried about it. Because that same coach done probably slap the clipboard down too. I mean, more they understood that.
Hey, look, I understand because I'm doing wild out things just watching the game. I'm knocking down cups and breaking glasses and all that. So I can understand if they win. Of course they're gonna get like that.
Hey, as they always say, know your personnel. Yeah, Twan, listen, know your personnel. Know E Moody. No, oh Lord, no, we done went 3 series. He ain't touched it, but Lord.
Don't let
somebody please throw him a screen or a curl route or something.
Wait, don't let it be where you mess around and get you don't get the ball in 3 or 4 possessions, and then it'd be an interception. They throw it, the quarterback throw it interception.
Listen, the quarterback was my roommate.
Oh,
so he understood me. He listen. I say we had Coach Thompson on the show. I tell Glade they had to finally cut this up. Coach Thompson understood. Hey, get him involved early. So he won't be walking around here, hands on his hips, legs crossed, in the huddle, rolling his eyes. Yeah. So like I say, Fred would be like, hey, first 2 plays, he gonna touch the ball.
Right.
Or we gonna take a shot. Take a shot and he know we throwing it to him. He happy. Right. Now I'm in the floor of the game. But I mean, we go 3 series, man. Damn. Huh?
Bruh.
Man, hey y'all. Hey, that's what, man.
So like I said, I get it, dog, and I feel you. I mean, I understand. I just,
Coach good, we good.
One more question, but is it still, like you said, some players going to get you should do it.
A lot of tools.
But is there a player that it should be, no, you can't do this.
Well, of course it is now. Now the special team bandit, the gunner, he running down covering damn punts. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean like a specific player. Like, so for instance, can AB get it? Can AB do this? Is he one of them players?
He's done it.
But he get judged, right? He get judged after. But is it?
So listen, we know this to be true, and we continue to see it. Your productivity determines your aptitude as far as what you can get away. It's all fun and games when you all pro.
Mm-hmm.
When you got when your play declining and all of a sudden you can't get open, yeah, dog, man. Man, dog. Listen, hey, cut that phone off. He said, "What? Hey, go get an iPad. Tell him to come see me. He out of here." Yeah. So I mean, we've seen it time and time again. Steph Diggs just got that treatment in Buffalo. Y'all, okay, now his productivity, he a menace. Now he a menace. Now he gotta go. So I mean, it's all performance based. It's all performance. As long as you continue to make plays, the Randy Moss in New England, hey man, he can cuss out everybody. Don't matter. Oakland Raider Randy Moss. Man, get that out of here, man. Let's trade, man. Trade that for the marker. He done out here told y'all I play when I want to play. Get his ass out of here.
So, like I said, I get it. But I just think, let the players, if you hadn't played a game and you're not playing, let it go. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking
that's funny.
Wide receivers and everybody, Dak Prescott can't stop talking and raving about George Pickens. I guess they've worked out together and everything. The problem is, well, not problem. The thing is that anyone else, I get it. I mean, he's a special talent, and we hadn't seen him really get unlocked yet. But he's a special talent, and he has a special attitude also. And he's one of them guys that we might not be wanting him to go off on the coaches or whatever, like we were talking about. But I will say this, though. I think Dak is smart also by doing that, of course. But maybe Dak do. I mean, like I said, he's a special talent, man. That dude, the way he go up for balls and all of that. And think about it, when you got a player of that caliber that could go get those balls like that, jumping up and acrobatic catches, your interceptions lessen. Now your target range, is wide. It's So I mean, look at Chris Carter.
His catch radius.
Catch radius, right?
As they like to say.
Yeah. Look at Chris Carter. I mean, when I guarantee you, unless you just do an off ball, wasn't many interceptions he threw to Chris Carter because his catch radius was ridiculous.
Just throw it up there. Throw it over there somewhere.
Yeah. So, but your take on this, Mace?
Listen, all that sound good right now in t-shirt and shorts. Talk to me.
October.
Talk to me when, as a game is going on, and CD got 9 targets, and George Pickens got 2. Then Dak talk to me about, hey, see the body language on 3 over there, Dak? Hey. Because we know CD is going to write down CD for 115 catches today.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Write that down. Talk to me when CD got 115 and George Pickens got 50. Talk to me when CD got 12 for 145 and George Pickens got 2 for 22.
Mm-hmm.
Then Dak, let me hear you when they go, because everybody with a microphone and a camera gonna run over to George Pickens And about a month in, all's folded at his locker, and he gonna say, "Hey, y'all see the same thing I said? I'm always open. I'm open. I don't know what's wrong with this offense. You know, we feed one guy to football.
Look, the funny thing is, it ain't just gonna be in after the game. Well, we're gonna see it during the game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a point in the game. CD done had 9 targets. George Pickens got 2. Yeah.
So my next question is, because I wonder this: who is that guy on the team that can snatch him up? Hey, chill, or get in his ear to be able to. Who do you see being that guy? Because I don't think in Pittsburgh nobody attempted to do that. Minka didn't do it. Watt didn't do it. They ain't have a Big Ben. They didn't have a Debo. They didn't have them on their team. So, like I said, the guys I named first, they didn't do it. So who would be that guy in Dallas? The only person I think that might be able to do it, it still might get in the tussle match, is Parsons. Parsons is the most outspoken. Parsons thinks it's his team. And really, I mean, he has good reasons to anyway. But Parsons is the only one that could do that. I don't see Dak. I see Dak just shaking his head because we saw when CD was going at Dak, which is part of the game. It's everybody blew it up. But we talking about Pickens now. We talking about Pickens going crazy or so on. But Joey Porter, he ain't with Dallas, is he?
Listen, Pickens has been this way since he was at Hoover High School. He did it in Athens, did Pittsburgh. If you think he ain't gonna do it in Dallas, I got some oceanfront property on Old National. You can see the Pacific Ocean from Old National, not the Atlantic Ocean,
right?
The Pacific Ocean.
Right.
You can see it from Old National. It's going to happen. He is a volatile receiver. He is truly a me first guy. You know, it's all good. He gonna throw you under the bus. The way you combat that, you find ways to get him involved early. Give him a reverse. Throw him a jump ball. In your mind, and Dak got to say, hey, 3rd and 3, I'm going to George Pickens. I'm going to at least show him that, dude, I'm making a concerted effort to get you the ball. And that's all receivers want. Receivers don't want to be ignored. Because again, you can deal with the distribution of if somebody getting he getting a high value pad. This is his team. He is a top 3 paid receiver in the NFL. He's going to catch 115 balls. But damn, don't let him have 80 more catches than me. You know what I'm saying? Because in George Pickens' mind, George Pickens is elite. In his mind, he's elite too.
Right.
He hadn't been paid like he elite. And at some point, George will. If he don't want to get ran out the NFL, but he has this elite trait. Listen, one of my best partners, coached him at Georgia, and the conversations me and B Mac would have all the time, I just be like, "Hey man, he's like, listen, dog, coaching one is probably the greatest headache that I have." Because he's so talented, you gotta put him out there because he just do some stuff can't nobody do. But what comes with that is having to hold his hand, have to, constantly remind, and that just wear on people. Yeah. After a while, you're like, man, Pittsburgh, nah, it just ain't worth trouble. And like I told all the yous and Marlon, the day they signed DK Metcalf, I told anybody who listens, George Pickens out of there. No, it's no way you're gonna have both of them in the same receiver room. You can't. It can't happen.
And the thing is, as hot-headed as Pickens is, I wanted to see that because I
It wasn't
know
gonna ever happen. It wasn't gonna happen.
it wasn't gonna happen. But I'm saying I wanted to see it because
No, you
Metcalf,
didn't. You
Metcalf,
want to see it
Metcalf was gonna Debo him. You know, Metcalf
without a doubt, and they knew that, bro. Soon as they signed Debo, dude, Marlon tell you, I was like, bro, Pickens out of there. No, they're not going into the season with boy, dude. You can't have two guys like that in the locker room. You can't.
And the thing is, correct me if I'm wrong, Metcalf really isn't one of those guys to a degree where he's like, with this period where he was like, yo, I ain't getting the ball. I mean, well, first, it's okay to have a wide receiver attitude. I'm not mad at no wide receiver who has a wide receiver attitude, but he wasn't the type, oh, I ain't getting the ball, I'm not doing this. That wasn't him. But we just know when he's ticked off.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, now he didn't say it, but DK Metcalf has some of the worst body language in the NFL.
Yeah, no, he does have that.
His body language is terrible. Like, dude, like I say, everybody know when I watch a game, I watch with no sound.
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to nothing. I just had the game on. I watch them listen to music or something. Dude, I'm just looking at I'm like, oh, woo, what 14 from the blow?
Yeah.
They better throw 14 in the ball. They better throw them a quick out or something, a hitch, something. And dude, when DK don't get the ball, he not run blocking. He might jump outside. He gonna jog a route. Like say he know that this is a definite pass play. He be like, dog, to show them, I'm gonna take the play off. And in 89% of the time in Seattle, he the primary.
Yeah, he the primary.
But he be like, man, look, man. Now y'all want to throw me the ball? Man, I'm finna loaf this route. Russ said at times, Russ used to count obviously like, well, I mean, we have to get DK engaged. Because when DK is not engaged, basically, he a menace. He is a menace to this offense. Now, a wide receiver will wreck your whole game plan, dog. So he'll be a one-man wrecking crew.
That's why it's going to be interesting to see Aaron Rodgers with DK. Because one thing about Aaron Rodgers got a wide receiver attitude as a quarterback. You want to blame everybody when you're wrong. And numerous wide receivers came out that played in Green Bay said this about him.
Oh, yeah.
So
he's always right. He's always right.
To see them two go at it. Now, I don't know if DK will look at him like, okay, I respect him because he is right. I don't know. I mean, and again, it's smart that they are working with each other. You know what I'm saying? To build that chemistry, to build that relationship. But, man, I just want to see in Dallas, I think it's going to be Parsons, but I wonder who's going to be that guy that's going to kind of grab Pickens by the jersey. Hey, man, calm down. And we all know as men, I don't care how tough you are. I don't care how many people you didn't beat up or kill, whatever. Men know when, I ain't messing with dude. men can feel that. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's just in our DNA. We know that. So I wonder who that is. Like I said, I wonder if it's going to be Parsons. Because Parsons is the only one I think is brave enough to do that. Because I'm trying to think of any other veterans on that team, and any linemen or anything. Because I remember, I think it was Witten. Witten did it to what's my man at the
Dez.
Dez was going off and all that, and Witten grabbed him by his shoulders, his jersey, and pulled him. Hey, got in his face, calm down, and he did. Dez, calm down. You know, we know Dez. We know how he is anyway. But Dez calmed down, like, let me chill. So I wonder who that's going to be. But like I said, I have a feeling it's going to be Parsons. Or Parsons is going to try to do that. I have a feeling. Because we know Shanahan ain't going to do anything. I mean, Shanahan, he going to look at Shanahan like, man, what?
Shanahan going to be over there play sheet like this with the arm fold. He was like, Yeah. Hey, well, listen. Hey, let's see what we can dial up. Let's see what we can dial up for him. Shit.
No,
Throw him a
hey,
deep ball. Just throw him a deep ball.
you did
I
that.
don't. I don't care if we complete. Just throw it. Just throw it out there.
Hey, George Pickens gonna mess around and slap his clipboard like Andrew Reese.
He gonna take that. He gonna take that Surface Pro. He gonna fling that thing.
On the field. Yeah, it's gonna be funny to see, man. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see that. But
Hey,
all right,
man,
man.
that's wild.
You,
That's wild.
it is time, man, for the most infamous, the most famous
Stop it.
segment. Let's get what you got, Mace.
So everybody, I listen.
Cause
I really don't be wanting to give people stop it because I'm always just sitting here like, listen, can we just have 1 week where everybody just keep it in the middle of the road, man. We're just a happy bunch. Let's have just a great productive week, and then the Atlanta Braves come along, and I don't want to give up on my team, but it's time to officially give the whole organization a stop it.
Stop
The eyes of all of MLB is about to descend on Atlanta. And what do we do as we get closer to the All-Star break? We continue to stink it up. We continue to stink it up. We're gonna have the best players from around the league in our city. They're gonna see our facilities, they're gonna see our atmosphere, and they're gonna be looking at like they all be together and be like, damn, they can't win with all this. They're gonna see all them pennants on the way, and they're gonna be reminded, oh yeah. I mean, this is, this the city that, that's what they value. They don't win no World Series. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, man. Atlanta Braves. Stop it. Like y'all are.
Stop
I
it.
can't even wear my Braves jersey. Like I want to wear my Braves jersey. Then I got the nerd, and he family. So I mean, I had nerd who got Michael Harris jersey. And they benching Mike, and they blaming Mike new wife, and they blaming his Bronco commercial. They ain't give him a dog no grace, man.
Hey.
So Atlanta Braves, stop it, Braves.
It's embarrassing, bro. Now I'm like, y'all cover the MLB. Oh, for real? Who you cover? The Braves? Man, you cover the Braves? Man. It used to be that was if I say I cover the Braves, they're gonna be like, what? Like that was like covering like the Lakers or just a team that's always winning, but not anymore. But oh well. My stop it goes to whatever promoter who came up with this, who's promoting the fight for Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda, I think it's Zepeda.
Yeah.
Saturday. So they're fighting, and as the fight goes on, the ring will shrink. Let me say that again. As the fight goes on, the smaller the ring will get. It will shrink throughout the fight. Bro, who came up with this?
Hey man,
They asked a 7-year-old, man, what would be dope? What would be something that would bring the house down? What would who thought of that, dog?
This is why people hate boxing. This is one more reason that boxing continues to fail us time and time again, dog.
Especially almost a year after, it wasn't even a year after we saw the fight with Tank and old boy, and with the draw, like, that was a great fight. You like, all right, this is good. Now you do something crazy like this. Come on, man. Like you said, boxing is getting weird to the point. I was watching that. Shout out to Big John. He does them skits.
Yeah.
They were sitting there on the couch, and the lady came in. One of the ladies came in. She's like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" Like, dude's girlfriend. She's like, "What y'all doing? What y'all watching?" "Oh, we watching the fight." She's like, "Who fighting?" He talking about Jake Paul and Pee Wee Herman.
Hey man,
Come on,
shout
dog.
out, shout out to Big Jaw, man. Jaw,
Yeah,
come
Big Daddy put him out, dog.
dude. So I don't know. Are you watching his series, The Lesbian Homie?
I gotta catch up. I gotta see season 3. I know season 3 started, so I gotta watch it.
No, they in season 4 now.
Oh, well, yes, that's right. I gotta catch
Yeah,
up.
dude. That just shout out to
Yeah,
his team
yeah,
on the West Coast.
yeah.
Listen, and I don't know where he getting these chicks from. Jesus Christ, like him and everything about yams. Shout out to Big Jaw, man.
Good job, man.
Listen, I stumbled upon his content. Like I didn't like I'm trying to get into TikTok, but it's just too much. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is already too much for me. Now you throw in TikTok, I be like, bro, like, come on. But I just saw some of the skits, and so I jumped in the comments, and somebody was like, "This is from The Lesbian Homie."
Yeah.
So boom, y'all know I'm a Tubi junkie. The first 3 seasons on Tubi, so bam, y'all had me in a chokehold.
Yeah.
Like, dude is hilarious,
I
man.
gotta see the third one though. But yeah, man. But just thinking about that boxing, I was cracking up. He said, "No fight." Come on, Jake Paul and Pee Wee Herman.
And to that point, the fact that like Jake Paul was able to command a pay-per-view audience.
Yeah, bro.
That's how bad boxing is. Like once upon a time, if you were the heavyweight champion, you were considered the baddest man on the planet.
Right.
We don't even know who the heavyweight champion is now.
Jake Paul? No, just playing.
That's what I'm saying. But you would think because
But
his fights are almost like, bro. I can't even remember the last fight I actually ordered on. Last fight I ordered on pay-per-view was Floyd and Pacquiao.
oh wow.
And I'm still disputing them charges. I had like that, man. Like I ain't even got cable no more. That's how long since I had cable. But I was disputing them charges. I say, bruh, I ain't ordered that fight. My daughter must have pushed the button by mistake, man. Y'all know I look at my cable. I ain't never ordered no fight. Hey, I disputed that $89.99.
Hey, I know that's right. Oh man.
Y'all better take that off my bill. That's what y'all better do. Take that off my bill.
Gotta play with his daughter to my shield.
Hey man. I said, then look, while I'm on the phone with the KP, I'm yelling at Kiara, Lee, put that remote down. I'm like, y'all sorry. Right. See, she just pushing buttons down.
Right.
I ain't ordered that fight. I was asleep when the fight was on.
Oh, man.
Y'all know I ain't ordered that fight.
I don't even know who won. Like, yeah, bro, that's funny. But yeah, man. But yeah, I think that's crazy though with the shrinking of the boxing ring. That's dumb. I don't know. So
they just don't want them to have nowhere to go. They gonna make them fight because again, they know first 3 rounds they just gonna be bouncing around dancing.
Yep.
Throw a jab, come back, throw 2 jabs, and then they're gonna bounce around bare ring. Ain't nobody broke a sweat.
Marlon, right? People don't chip in. People don't chip in no more, right? Especially
now, cause now it's just now folks be like in your group chat, who got the fight?
Right.
Don't nobody answer. So like, hey man, all right, let's all $15. All who house we going to watch the fight? And you're like, man, ain't nobody watching that fight.
I ain't about to drive all the way out there, man, to watch that fight.
Ain't nobody watching that fight. Yeah,
that's probably part of the problem because of the gas anyway. But anyway, man, let's get to this NBA, man. This NBA Summer League, dog. First of all, Bronny is looking better, of course, which I thought he would. I ain't gonna lie, dog. First of all, I I think he might shine in the summer league. I think now the pressure's
This
off.
this is year 2.
Yeah, and the pressure's off of him too, though. I think.
Is it off him? He Brenny. Always pressure.
Well, the reason why I say it's off of him, or he's not worried about it no more. He's handling it different.
Yeah.
Because you know he's played in some NBA games. What else can he do? And then he's playing against some players that are probably not as good as him, more than likely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he'll ball out. I predict the game he's going to score 30 points or more.
Well, he done told y'all. He said, "Listen, I'm not a guy who gonna be a scorer. I'm gonna have to do other things. I gotta create offense with my defense. I gotta really become a defense. I gotta lock in more on defense." He giving y'all the game plan. This was crazy. I think people forget how young like summer league basketball. Like, people act like Magic Johnson don't play summer league basketball. I'm like, summer league just like been around since 2004.
Right.
People think Bird and Magic. Man, when Jordan was in summer league, like, see, this how I know y'all don't know what y'all talking about. There's no summer league when Jordan them play. When Magic and Bird was in summer league, man. First of all, summer league, the NBA finally realized, you know what, we can make some money off this thing. It used to be down in Orlando with just the coaches.
Them jokes, they was playing at they was playing at Doug High School.
Yeah, like the AAU kids had to move their games back because hell, the summer league was going on.
All you had was bleachers, and I don't even think it was fans.
It was coaches standing around, coaches and the other players.
I remember I was like, yo, what is this? I didn't know what it was. Like, this is,
dude, like, come on, like everybody got to stop. This again. This is how I know some of y'all like just be typing on Beyonce internet. Y'all gotta, some of the stuff that y'all be typing on Beyonce internet is ridiculous. Like, y'all gotta stop. Like, Beyonce didn't invent the internet for y'all to type some of this, especially some of the dumbass sports takes y'all be posting. That ain't why Beyonce created the internet. Oh, that's Santa Claus did not create the internet for some of these dumbass takes y'all be doing. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. But yeah.
Hey,
right, Marlon. Hey, they're like, man, bump summer league. Your summer league was at your college, your high school runs, and then preseason showed up, and you be like, God, he wasn't that good.
But I tell you what though, I went last year to cover it. I'm not going this year, but I went last year to cover it. Man, when Bronny played, bruh, you would have thought, you would have thought LeBron was playing. Like, it was
because it's not he's LeBron James Jr.
And I'm thinking, like, dang, I wouldn't think it'd be so many people here to watch a preseason game. Man, it was a good atmosphere too, man. It was dope. You could feel the buzz. It was cool. You saw some players that could play. You saw some players like, dude, I don't know how that Joker got it. But it was just, but it makes me go back to what I'm about to say now. Is it being, and not the point of Summer League, but just Summer League, is it being watered down because of the simple fact that, and Marlon, this is the only thing we got to look forward to, right? For the most part. But you think about it, you think about the days, like when it started getting popular, every team, you had some, think about the year when LeBron, them, or when you saw, Wade. And I remember at one point, when it first started, you didn't see your best player there, remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then they start, like 2010, they start saying, when I remember, what's his name? John Wall was in there.
Yeah.
Then you seen Wall, you seen Boogie playing,
yeah.
And Summer League was like, yo, you wanted to watch, let me watch this guy play. Let me watch him play. Zion, let me watch, or whoever. Now it's, most of these players you don't know about.
Yeah. And think about it too. And me and my brother were talking about this earlier today. you really didn't need summer league because these guys were playing 3-4 years of college basketball.
Yep.
So they were so developed already that you kind of already knew what their game would look like in the NBA.
Well, he's stupid, man.
Look more Amazon, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot. In the words of my trainer, Coach Ball, he tell them like the NFL free agent group that like bouncing team to team. He tell them all the time, he like, man, let me tell you something. You're gonna be the best looking. If at worst, you're gonna be the best looking stock guy at whatever building you decide to go take a job at. Because the way you working out, you want to be lifting mulch. you want to be driving a damn forklift. So yeah, that's what you want to do. You ain't taking any workout serious, and that's why you're a free agent. So yeah, man.
It's not. It's not. They talking about making money again. If it wasn't a Flag and Bronny, who I don't know, and then another thing is because I used to watch it just like I like sports like basketball. I want to see who's up and coming. I want to see this Dame, Dame, nice, or I want to see this guy who, but you don't have that many players now. Another thing is, and it started right around the first time I realized I remember was not LaMelo, but Lonzo.
Lonzo, yeah.
When they shut him down after the second game.
Well.
And it was like, what y'all doing? Which I get it and I understand, but it was like, then you start seeing the trend, he's not gonna play no more. Now they let Bronny play, but he's not only playing 2 games, maybe 1.
Yeah, because like your lottery guy, like your top guys, like, man, I don't want to get him out here and say overexpose him.
Right.
Or like, man, let's shut him down. We need to get him inside the facility and let him start working on his game. Cause like if he getting beat by these second year NBA guy who probably not gonna make nobody team, shit, man, we in trouble.
Right. We need to let it go. All right. Hey, so we usually do a question of the night at the end of the show, but we're gonna do it right now. And this question we ask, and y'all could chime in, of course, like y'all always do. And we definitely gonna ask, get in. Right, shut them down after 11 minutes. So, all right, y'all. So the question of tonight is, this is gonna be a good one, Mace, because this is something I want to hear everybody. So name an athlete or a player from any sport that you didn't get to watch because you were too young in their prime, right? Or just you didn't get to watch them at all. But that would have been your favorite player in that sport.
Man, this so easy for me because I'm going with my daddy's favorite player, Bill Russell.
But go through somebody just watching him. Who would you? I mean, if you were allowed watching him, your style or the players, and I mean it could be Bill Russell, but I'm just saying in any sport. Who would it be?
Yeah, dude, the stories. Y'all understand this? My uncles, my aunts. So my aunt Lorraine, shout out my Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
They lived in Boston. My dad lived in Boston 2-3 years. The Bill Russell stories are so ridiculous. And for me, it's because everybody in that family pretty much were prided on like the fundamentals of the game.
Mm-hmm.
My dad had just preached fundamentals, and he always like to watch a basketball game with my dad. He hate when big men, they go block a shot and they slap it 5 rows up.
Right, yeah.
Get out of there.
I hate that too.
Immediately, my dad, hey man, Bill Russell would have tipped that to a teammate. He would have tipped that to himself. He would have started the break. He would have came down the floor and finished. He wouldn't be over the top. So,
Right.
The way they revere Bill Russell is unbelievable. I think they revere him more than we revere Michael Jordan. I think, as my dad would say, y'all don't like Michael Jordan because of shoes. Bill Russell played Converse. Think how special he was playing in Chucks. Bill Russell. I wanted to be there and just really feel. And the pressure he had to deal with being in like the most racist city in America, also being the best player, and he couldn't stay in the hotel with the team, but he didn't let that affect him night in and night out. Him going out doing it. I would love to
Now you said,
be
yeah,
that guy.
I would, because of that part. Yeah, if it was just for play, I probably would have liked Bill Russell. I'd have like, man, that dude garbage. I probably would have said,
No,
I'm not saying he is, but I'm just saying that would have been me.
yeah, no.
And I'd have been like, this dude garbage. Man, he like Dennis Rodman, but anyway, just a tame Dennis Rodman, but which is great. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's great. You know, but no, but you know who so we started with NBA. Earl the Pearl. Earl the Pearl would have been my favorite player back then. I would have thought just the way he used to move and he could spin around and then he would see, because I was one of the players that I like when I play, if I play football or whatever, I'm flashy, like as far as the cuts, the moves, I like all of that. Somebody's different. Two people, Earl the Pearl definitely. And then the fact that he was black, you know, so that would have definitely been Earl the Pearl. And then I would have liked golly, my man that played for the Jazz, white guy. And name just slipped my head. What's his name? Y'all help me out. My mind just went blank.
For the Utah Jazz?
Long time ago, white guy to finger roll. Remember he do the backwards pass? Y'all know the flashy guy. I can't think of his name. Just skipped my mind. I had it. He when the Jazz moved to Utah, it just came to me. I can't think of that joker's name. The white flashy guy in the 60s. He only played like 6 years. He died.
Oh, you no, you
can't remember.
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
It slipped my mind. I was like, but
we had the fastest pass and
who am I talking about? Why y'all know? Anyway, the guy that played for the Utah Jazz, white guy in the 60s and 70s.
Marlon, look it up for us, Marlon. Look, I know exactly. I can see him.
I'm looking dead at him. God,
I can see him. I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think his name.
I'm about to look it up now, but he would have been. He'd have been one of my favorite players too.
Wow.
Jazz legends. Golly. Anyway, who would
I can see him.
Thank you, Juan. Pistol Pete.
Pete Maravich. He played for the Hawks. Pete Maravich.
Right. I would have been.
I was trying to think about because I'm trying to think about the jerseys in Atlanta. I'm sitting there like, what name is up there? Yeah.
Pistol
Pete Maravich.
Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
Them two would have been my favorite players back then. Just to see them. And of course, Dr. J. You know what I'm saying? I was too young. I would have loved Dr. J. You know.
I got to see Dr. J.
Football. Who would it be? Football. So Marlon said Len Bias in basketball. So that's a good one too. Len Bias.
Marlon, you old enough to see Len Bias play at Maryland.
I was thinking that, but I'm like, I don't know, maybe. But who in football? I'm gonna tell you who be mine in football.
OJ. Mine is gonna be
OJ, dog. OJ Simpson. That would have been my back then. When I remember when I was young.
Today the Jew's birthday. Either today or yesterday, OJ birthday.
That's right. I think today is.
I think today OJ birthday.
Yeah, I think it is. My bad, I ain't put it up. But I was gonna say when I was young, I'll never forget that run. He was going up. Who were they playing? I forgot who they were playing. It was like a Monday night. He was running, and he tried to cut.
Yeah.
And he slipped and fell. And then all the other players fell. And OJ got back up and
got up.
Running. I was like, man, who was this? When I was a little kid, and OJ would be my favorite running back, dog, by far.
I'd never forget we saw OJ at the airport.
Marlon said he saw him in college.
He saw Len Bias at college. Yeah, he saw Len Bias.
You're talking about OJ.
Hell no, Marlon ain't seen no OJ.
But go ahead.
we saw OJ at the airport. We was in LA. And I was young. I probably was like 12 or 13. And I just could not get over how big his head. Because my daddy was always talking how big OJ head was. Man, I don't know how they put a helmet on OJ head, dog. Y'all, OJ head was so like, man, what size hat that dude?
Then he had it there to wear for one time.
Hey, y'all. OJ Simpson probably got the biggest head. He probably would have his helmet had to be bigger than Peyton Manning, y'all. I promise y'all. And like you say, and he had an afro on top of it
too.
That always stands out. I remember anytime I see OJ, then like I remember doing the trial. Every day I'd be like, and I tell everybody, I'm like, hey man, y'all gotta see his head in person, y'all. Like this man on you know, he on trial for his life. And I'm talking about the head every day. Y'all gotta see this man head. Like, how do he put polos over his head, man? That dude head so big, man.
Then the fact that man, he was 6'2".
Nah, big old joker. So imagine him being 6'2", but the head made him like 6'6". Y'all, yeah, Mark, that dude, listen. They probably had to fly his helmet and everybody, man. Listen, right there, whoever making helmets back then, you listen. Y'all, we need something special for that dude, man. Like what? Like, like what did y'all use to build like the World Trade Center? That's what we need to build for him, man. Hey, y'all. It always stick out to me.
Who was your guy? Who did you say?
For me in football, Johnny Unitas. Johnny Unitas. Because if you
I would have liked him too.
if you just read like the legend, Johnny Unitas was like the first quarterback to call his own plays. He was just like this. He was like the most cerebral. Like he didn't need no coach. He understood football so much. He need no OC. All he got need OCs and people talk. Johnny Unitas could decipher the game by himself. Sitting on the sideline, probably smoking a cigarette, but he go back out there on the field and he called his own play. He audible out of run plays. I checked out of pass plays. Come on, y'all.
I'm tripping. I'm with you though. Well, I'm tripping. Gale Sayers, of course, that should go without saying. You know, Gale Sayers, but Deacon Jones would have been my other player that I'd have been like, I couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? But but Joe Namath though, because he was like the first gunslinger. That Joker, I'd have been fan of. Then Joe was cool too, and Joe had all the.
Yeah. Joe did a pantyhose commercial, y'all. Just picture that.
Joe was that dude.
That man was out here selling pantyhose, like Hanes pantyhose.
Joe swag was crazy. Okay,
stupid swag.
So Juan said in baseball would be Hank Aaron. I think mine would have been Willie Mays.
Mine would probably been either Willie Mays or Jackie Robinson. Probably more or less Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson, that would be it. Yeah. I'll say Willie Mays and Harmon Killebrew. Harmon Killebrew be my favorite player.
That's dope. And like I said, for me, the fact that Jackie Robinson was like a 3-sport athlete.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on, that man ran track, that man played football, and that man was elite baseball player. So come on, man.
Water polo is stupid.
Water polo. Yeah, I ain't got nobody for water polo. It would have to be Willie Mays Hayes, Willie. Listen, the fact that they let Wesley Snipes do anything athletic when Wesley Snipes don't have an athletic bone in his body. And he admits that.
That joker was so garbage.
He has no athletic bone in his body. So when you think about what we watch when white men can't jump, like y'all, like
when he traveled, like took 15 steps, when he turned around and kept spinning, like man, take you. Back then, I was like, man, he traveled. Like this dude is garbage. Dude, you put that in the script.
Hey, the only accuracy of Wesley Snipes' athleticism, and it showed New Jack City when they were out there with Stacey Adams on and slacks playing 1-on-1. Dog, you mean to tell me ain't nobody slide like y'all outside playing on the on asphalt and Stacey Adams? Come on, man.
Y'all tripping. Yeah,
Come on. Then you and G Money just filing each other. Just no athleticism. Like that was Wesley true athleticism right there.
Right. Boxing, of course, man. It would have been Muhammad Ali. Like I said, because of the flair, because of not just what he stood against or stood for, but he was hated on. I love him. I always love athletes who was hated on, who was the but his flair, he taught. That's me. That's if I had to play football, that was gonna be me. I wasn't gonna be even though I idolized Barry Sanders, that was my favorite player. I'm talking mess. I'm gonna do a dance. That's why I fell in love with Dion. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to watch Muhammad Ali, oh yeah. Like I would have hated George Foreman. I definitely would have hated who was it? Thriller Manila. Who was that? I can't think of his name.
Was that Smoking Joe Frazier?
Bruh, I couldn't stand Smoking Joe. When I watch his highlights, I get sick even then. Like, like this dude.
But see, because boxing was a true gladiator sport, and them dudes when bell ring, they in the middle of the ring throwing haymakers.
Right.
One that run around for 4 rounds and be talking some your CompuBox score. No, they trying to land punches out here, not talking some who you got, man. I got to fight at 10-9. Like, no, they ain't threw no punches.
Nah, they ain't.
I got it 10-9. Ain't nobody threw a landed no punch.
Nah, yeah.
I
couldn't have been that. But yeah. So, but I was thinking about that, man. I'm like, so football, I'd be OJ, Joe Namath, and Deacon Jones for sure. Like I said, Gail Sayers goes without saying because I'm a Barry Sanders fan. But
y'all in the Barry Sanders stuff. That man lost more yards than anybody. They count the yards he lost. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna keep going. I ain't gonna hold
that's why he always better than Emmitt Smith because you count the yards he lost, and he still would have been so far over Emmitt Smith.
The object of football is to gain yards, not to lose.
If he wouldn't have been retired and playing with,
still wouldn't have caught Emmitt.
Playing with the best line ever. Yeah,
still wouldn't have caught Emmitt. Hey, the object is to move forward, not lose 9 yards and make it 2nd and 19 for your damn offense. Barry.
Hey, Emmitt took 12 years just to get to where Barry was in rushing yards, and Barry only played 10 seasons.
When we ask who is the all-time leading rusher, who record will never be broken, who is the answer? Thank you very much. I rest my case. The defense rests.
And Emmitt always say, "Oh yeah, Barry would have kept playing. I would have never."
Yeah, he listen. Yeah, he only saying that to be courteous because he know that's his guy. He like, man, but as soon as y'all cut them mics off, man, Emmitt be like, man, that dude was trash, man. Hey, running back. What running back like losing yards?
Hey.
I rest my case.
Hey, I told Emmitt this. He was laughing. I said, when I interviewed him one-on-one, I was like, hey, I'm like, back then when it was, I said, I wasn't an Emmitt fan. I said, I wasn't a fan of yours, man, because, I ain't like the Cowboys. And then, I was a Barry Sanders fan. I said, back then, you couldn't, it was either Barry's or Emmitt. It was like Biggie and Pac. You couldn't like both. It was either Biggie, Pac, or Barry or Emmitt. But he bust out laughing. I was a Barry fan, man. So I said, hey, but I respect you now. I said, as I got older, I'm like, he was a bad boy. But yeah, dog, that's what it was. You couldn't like both. You don't like Barry. See what I'm saying? Like,
I never liked Barry.
Oh,
he lost too many yards as a offensive coordinator.
When your line is blocking and your quarterback horrible.
It'd be 2nd and 19 fooling around with Barry. It'll be 2nd and 1 with Emmett.
Because he ain't getting touched till he gets to the 8 yard. But anyway, that'll be a whole other show.
Is that? I mean, listen.
Hey.
Is that Emmett fault? The defense rest, sir. I'm like the Diddy defense team. Y'all calling about it? No, we ain't calling nobody to the stand. Y'all can talk to y'all blue in the face, man. That man make it 2nd and 30 all the time. Like every game is gonna be 3 situations where you 2nd and 19, 2nd and forever, because his ass want to try to bounce everything outside. Man, get out of here with that.
You gave me an idea for a title going there. What we gonna do? We gotta have some fun.
Get
That's
out
a good topic.
Get out of here with that.
We're gonna take a quick break, man. We gotta bring your family in the building, man. I know I got family all over.
Man, y'all get out of here with that Barry Sanders rhetoric. Get out of here.
We'll be right back.
Have a sports injury? Need to see an orthopedic doctor? Ortho Atlanta is one of Metro Atlanta's largest orthopedic and sports medicine practices, providing orthopedic and sports medicine care for the whole family. With 37 physicians and 14 offices, the practice provides the highest level of care for injury of muscles, joints, bones, and spine. Ortho Atlanta offers convenient access to a full range of musculoskeletal surgeons and specialists. Ortho Atlanta also offers on-site physical therapy, pain management care, MRI imaging, and workers' compensation care. The Ortho Atlanta surgery centers in Austell and Fayetteville provide cost-effective, same-day surgical procedures in an accredited outpatient center. Hip, knee, shoulder, back pain? Ortho Atlanta has you covered with specialists in all areas. Same-day appointments, orthopedic care for the whole family. Ortho Atlanta, Atlanta's choice for orthopedic and sports medicine care. Learn more at www.orthoatlanta.com.
Hey, it's Chuck the Iceman Liddell, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. Thank you, cuz. Thank you, cuz. We're gonna bring in. We got family in the building. Maybe he can settle this.
2nd and 19.
We're gonna bring. We got family in the building. Of course, a cousin. Orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta, the one and only Dr. Donnie Fowler III. What's going on, Doc?
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Doc.
Arguing. But we
2nd and 19. Doc, do you want to be in 2nd and 19 or 2nd and 1, Doc? That's a football guy. 2nd and 19 or 2nd and 1, Doc?
Oh, we asking the right person. Doc.
No, stop. Doc, as a football guy, do you want 2nd and 19 for your offense or 2nd and 1?
Can I ask? I'm asking another question.
Yeah, I mean the I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear what you're debating.
Right. Doc,
obviously you want 2nd and 1, but
the defense risk, Doc. Don't worry. The defense risk. No more question, Doc. The defense risk.
But if you're getting some home run plays, it may be worth it here and there. So
and the cross-examine is what would you rather have?
No, you got to go redirect. See, you don't need no law. You got to go redirect.
Okay, what is the greatest line? What would you rather have? The greatest line ever, right? Don't you have to have a great line to get 2nd and 1 all the time, right?
You do, and yes, obviously Emmitt Smith is arguably the best offensive line ever. So, or one of them.
So, thank you.
Barry Sanders certainly did not.
Hey, but I tell you, Emmitt Smith, his average is what, 4.5, 4.4, something like that. Barry Sanders retired with the most rushing yards behind the line of scrimmage, like you said, most 90 yards.
The man lost more yards. Like, y'all celebrate somebody who lost
5 yards. But look, with all of that,
the object of the game is not to lose yards, Ralph.
With all of that, 5 yards per run. 5 yards per average. That's what he ran. 5 yards. He averaged 5 yards.
Okay, man.
Come on.
Again,
Anyway, Doc,
if you want to be a 2nd and 19 for the rest of your life, Raphael, go ahead. I'm gonna take 2nd and 1. It's easy to call plays for 2nd and 1. It's 2nd and 19 because you ain't gonna do nothing with Scott Mitchell. You ain't gonna do nothing but throw it down quick out to Herman Moore, and now it's gonna be 3rd and 11. And now you're gonna run a draw to Barry, and you're gonna lose 8 more yards. Now you're punting. But whatever. Meanwhile, Emmett got 22 carries for 195 yards. Keep going.
Doc,
We got
anyway,
questions to ask, Doc.
I got a question, Doc.
He would still be dancing.
Mr. Controversy might appreciate that. So what I'm about to say. So Raphael can have Barry, Mace. You can have Emmett. I'll take Sweetness, Walter Payton, and we'll be good. So
okay.
Hey, we cool with that. I'm cool.
Yeah,
I love Sweetness, but hey,
the second best running back ever. I go with that, Doc. No, the second best running back ever. Yeah.
Anyway, Doc, I have a question for you. Doc, when you cover the the championship, national championship, or you covering a college playoff game or baseball, whatever, we're gonna predict that coming up soon, if you want to do that, you're gonna be there, doctor, for the Super Bowl, right? Doc, how hard is it, or is it hard, and how hard is it to not root or show your emotions if it's a certain team you're covering? Let's just say if Duke was playing and you had to, like, how hard would that be, or have you been in that circumstance or situation? Or let's say it was the Super Bowl and the Washington Redskins was playing.
Well, first, I like that you gave a shout out Washington Redskins
and
going OG. So
OG, Commander, my bad, you're right. But I was thinking because you were, but Commander, my bad, Commander.
No, the district respects that. So
right.
But we won't get into that political debate right now. So, I'd say it is tough. I've having been a team doctor at Duke during my residency and covered like the Duke basketball team, for example. That's different, where you're actually a part of the team. So of course you can cheer for them and not feel, like you're having any vested, bias towards one side or the other. But yeah, if you're covering like a neutral site game with two teams, and yes, some kind of connection if your team is playing in it, I mean, certainly in your mind, of course, you're probably pulling for the team, whether it's where you went to school or you grew up liking. But I also don't think it's hard to be a professional. You kind of get used to it in the moment, where you're following game flow and watching out for injuries and trying to assist on both sidelines, kind of thing, depending on what the dynamic is. So I've kind of been in that situation. Duke came and played Alabama in one of those Chick-fil-A kickoff games. I think like it was about 5-6 years ago, right before COVID, and Duke got mollywopped as expected. They hung with them till about halfway through the second quarter. But so I was technically covering Alabama and Duke, having gone to Duke. Certainly, of course, I would have loved to see Duke win, but I was more focused on just trying to make sure the players were being taken care of and staying healthy.
You didn't. So wait, Doc, I hope you're still there because you paused. But Doc, how should I ask this? If say if one of the Alabama players got hurt, I'm wondering if in that game, like he hurt his foot or something, I wonder if Doc would accidentally step on Mace. I wonder if Doc would accidentally step on his foot, like when he goes
to put him out for show.
Oh, I don't know what's going on with Doc.
That's cool. You probably take him out and bring him back in.
Yeah,
because you know how StreamYard is now, and then StreamYard be on one.
But I wonder if he would have done that, man. If he would have step on his toe. And Doc, funny because Doc say, speaking of that, Mace, have you had to deal with that? Because I had to deal with it twice in my life. I mean, I'm used to doing it with the first time I had to deal with it when the Bulls came. First time I ever covered the Bulls against the Hawks. And we sitting there, you know how it is, the tables or the, at State Farm, and what's his name? Levine was coming down fast court, 3-on-1. He pull up for a 3-pointer. And I promise you, I lifted up that table with my knee. I was kicking the table, and my knee was hitting the table. And one of our colleagues, Jamila looked at me and said, "Are you rooting for the Bulls?" I couldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then the other time when I was with Chicago, and I was in New Orleans covering the Bears and the Saints, and I almost got kicked out before the game started. As soon as they came on the field, I started yelling, I had to play it off like, oh God, I'm about to get kicked out. So, yeah. But have you been in that situation?
Yeah. Oh, that the last time the Cowboys were in Atlanta, I was covering the game, and Garrison, it's so funny though. We down the field pregame. Garrison like, "Oh, you decided to wear blue and gray." Really? Oh, by the way, you got a Dallas Cowboy backpack. Really? Okay. Just remember who gave you your credential. Like, hey, what are you talking about? So, boom, we go up in the booth. Dak scores a rushing touchdown, and I was like, "Oh man, yeah."
Play it off.
But everybody looking like, everybody here know you're a damn Cowboy fan, man. Get out of here with that. I'm like, yeah, y'all. My bad. Yeah.
Hey.
And then after the Cowboy won the game, of course, it's this picture I got to find. It's an infamous picture of me standing by the scoreboard. I'm doing like this to the scoreboard.
Right.
To the scoreboard. Like, yeah. Cowboy told y'all Cowboy would come here and whoop y'all.
People don't know, man. It's hard when you're a fan of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Teams to be biased in media,
Yeah.
That's why you get all these people that's not really fans of the game. They just love journalism. You know what I'm saying? They love media, so they cover sports. They learn to like it. Versus if you know the game, you gonna root for everything. So hold on, we're gonna bring it back. Doc, you there? We good?
Well, we lost somehow. We already lost power with this.
Wow!
Game, so
is it gonna storm today?
I know
it's storming now where I am.
Yeah,
I'm surprised I don't hear it.
I'm supposed to be going for my night run tonight. I can't get my night run in.
We got a lot of trees in these parts where I'm at. So yeah, power's out. I just connected back through the phone mobile hotspot. So my apologies, but
no, you good. So go ahead. I asked real quick, then make sure you go ahead. My follow-up question was, in that Duke Alabama game, when say one of the players got hurt, just to say it's Alabama player, when you if you have to go out there to see what's wrong, this is toe or foot, whatever, do you or even if it's arm, do you accidentally step on his toe? Accidentally step on his toe or foot purposely? Even it might be his arm, but you might or his leg hurt, you might kind of, I don't know if you know.
Yeah, obviously.
I was just telling, reason why I say that, because I was just telling him, being funny, you was of course, being a professional, I'm like, that's good, Doc, because first time I had to cover my team, I wasn't professional. It took a lot in me to try not to, cheer, so that's why I asked. But yeah, I had to ask you that. I just wanted to know. Go ahead, Mace.
So, Doc, this question is for, and I know I got a lot of coworkers listening. I'm trying to implement a morning stretch because all of us are athletes at some point, whether we're walking through the office or we're doing just everyday things. So, Doc, I want you to help me convince my crew. We need to have a morning stretch. Doc, talk about the importance of stretching every day for just the everyday non-athlete athlete. We need to stretch every day, Doc. Help me out, Doc. Help me out.
Doc frozen again.
Nah, they go Doc
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
I mean stretching and what's. Can you hear me? Yeah, no, I was
Yeah.
just chilling.
We thought you was frozen.
So, no, I mean stretching and flexibility is important. You want to make sure you're doing it the right way. If when you wake up, you're going to be cold, you're going to be tight. You can't just like try to go crazy and just bend down and touch your toes. You still kind of need to try to loosen up and warm up. But yeah, it's certainly important because if you get the muscles warmed up and right, it takes the pressure off your joints and certainly can start the day right and hopefully have less inflammation by the time it's all said and done. So definitely a important thing to keep in mind.
Thank you, Doc, because I'm trying to get these big heads to understand. Listen, half of y'all issues because y'all won't stretch. If we stretch together in the morning, I leave stretch every day. I just need you guys to stretch because I don't. Oh, my back and I'm like stretch. I appreciate that, Doc.
And then, Doc, this is not an injury-related question, Doc. So this is, I got to know you a sports fan. So everybody know Doc is a sports fan. So I have to ask him this. Doc, when it comes to, if it's just and this can happen, a Saturday where you watching, let's say if it's a Saturday in November, December, we'll say December, early January, and you have the Commanders playing the Dallas Cowboys, but then at the same time, you got a game, or that night, Duke is playing North Carolina. Which opponent do you hate? Would you hate the most?
Between Washington or between Dallas and UNC?
Yep.
Honestly, probably Dallas. I think they're having, yeah. I mean, having gone to Duke, obviously undergrad, I feel like there's more respect at the college level where a lot of the hate that you see, I mean, certainly the fans are passionate, but a lot of the really bad hate are people that didn't even go to one of those two schools and just, kind of spread it.
Right.
The people that Duke and UNC are so close together. You overlap with those other, campuses out at the bars and stuff like that. So there's more of I almost feel like a fun banter to it when you're actually in it and living there and in that like 10-mile radius between the two schools where, you hate to lose, but at the same time, I mean, it's all kind of more fun and games amongst the actual students when you're out and about. Whereas I think at professional sports level, I mean, those fans hate each other. Like they actually hate each other. And so I just think it's a different level when I feel like you're talking about colleges and rivalries where you went to the schools and there's a little more pageantry. Whereas in pro sports, I think it's a little different. So I guess, I would probably have more hatred towards the Cowboys, believe it or not, than UNC. So.
Okay.
Doc, I got to ask you this fun question because your team, the Washington Commanders, they unveiled today that they're going to wear their classic ode to the Washington Redskins uniforms this season as their alternate. I always enjoyed that look. It was always a clean look for me. How excited are you to see those pants and that jersey combination come back?
Very excited. I mean, I saw the post today. Now, if you read the threads and listen to the Washington fan base, they're like, okay, cool. Change the logo, change the name as well. But it's a step in the right direction, at least. I don't think we're ever going to get the name back again, even though the argument is there are probably the majority of Native Americans actually saw it as prideful and supported it. It only takes a few to be upset by it to kind of knock it out. So I won't get into that, but it's great to try to still honor the tradition in a respectful way like that, bring back the patterns, bring back the colors, and make it as close as you politically can. So,
yeah. Yeah. I quietly love those uniforms. I always just get the Smurfs vibe, the Gary Clark, and what I'm saying, Art Monk them. I just love the burgundy pants with the white jersey. Even though I hated the Redskins for a long time, those were actually a fun group of receivers, and they seem like they always beat Dallas when they wore them damn white jerseys. It's just they always beat. I be like, could they put them in the burgundy jerseys, please? Like, we can never beat them with the white jerseys on.
Believe it or not, when I watch like old football clips or whatever, always, and I promise, my favorite is to watch the Washington Redskins, is what they were. Watch the Redskins play against Dallas Cowboys in RFK with the white. That's like to see in that grass and that I love. That was always like my favorite clip just to watch highlights of that. I was watching highlights of that today. But that the Redskins, that's football. That reminds you of football, right?
And it's crazy because a lot of people don't know that the Redskins kind of made that a thing, like we're gonna wear the white jerseys at home because everybody knew that the Dallas Cowboys couldn't play in those blue jerseys, so they were purposely like, oh yeah, now y'all come to RFK, y'all wearing them ugly blue jerseys. I used to be so mad. Oh my god, I hated that. Like,
the Eagles started doing it for a minute. They tried to do it for a little bit at first. Back then, they would start wearing their white to make y'all, but
Well, it's them now. It's not. I divorced them. It's them now. It's not y'all. It's them now. Yeah. I'm a Rams fan. Let's go Rams. Let's go Rams.
But all right, Doc, man. Well, go ahead and take care of the family or whatever. I don't, make sure everything is good. And hey, man, hopefully the lights come on soon.
Yeah. Because Georgia Power, the way Georgia Power set up, Doc, we know.
Yeah, they're claiming 10:45 as the text I just got. So we'll see.
Okay, midnight. Okay. Georgia Power going Georgia Power, without a doubt.
Right. But all right, Doc. Well, take care, man. Be safe, and we'll talk.
All right, Doc.
All right, fellas. Take care.
All right.
Mace, real quick, man.
Oh man.
What are we expecting from? We kind of hit on it a little bit, but what are we expecting on college football for the media day?
Listen,
what you want to hear?
So the hot topic, of course, is going to be NIL, which that's water under the bridge now. So for me, media days, I'm always excited to see how like leadership flips over. Media day is a time for new voices. I always talk about like the new voices. Like this year, like Colorado is saying, Shador and Travis have basically been the face for 2 years. Now Juju is there. Now the quarterback from Liberty, he's at media day. When we talk about the SEC, now for Georgia, and Carson Beck had been the face for a couple of years. Now you got Gunner, a true Georgia kid who has taken over the reins for the Bulldogs. So it's always the fresh face for me. Texas, now Arch Manning he's been this highly touted guy. We hadn't heard from him. Now he is the face of Texas football. Ole Miss, now they're breaking in a new quarterback. So I just always like to see the start of a new regime. And then how coaches, it's always crazy here. Coaches, they had a veteran squad, veteran quarterback, they talk one way. And then when they break it in a new guy, they got the war is me. Hey, we're just gonna be lucky to get a first down. All of that talk. So it truly signals the start of college football, because now you got media day. So now all the magazines, all the publications are gonna be in the stores now, and you can start like really feeling like, man, it won't be long. Like, these guys are gonna be reporting the camp. The coaches, how did that recruiting class, you say you got the number one recruit class, which guys from that class are gonna impact? Who gonna be a bust in year one? Who gonna redshirt? I love this time of year, Ralph. I'm like, man, now it's time. Like, let's go. Like, let's go now. We here.
I'm gonna miss. I hate that I'm not going. I'm gonna be out. I won't be here, but I wanted to see go to the ACC kickoff, because I want to. First of all, I would like, and it's not going to be the same because he's not in New England. But one of my bucket lists, what was on my bucket list was to ask Bill Belichick a question, just to see if I can give him an answer. See, now he's going to be forced to answer because you got to understand he's dealing with media, but it's a different type of media in college football. You got older people covering it, but also you got a lot of young kids who's covering it as well for the school, and and it's a different, they're more respectful. They're going to be more. They're going to tiptoe around certain things, except for your seasoned media, and this is how it is. Covering the ACC kickoff, the 3 or 4 times I have, you could tell in that. Except for shout out to Cortland when Cortland messed up, and then do his research and asked Dabo about NIL and said the wrong thing, and I told him anyway. And Dabo
don't believe in NIL, but Dabo gonna get you kicked out of here.
Dabo went in on him, on national TV live. They made a post on YouTube about it. Destroy his kid with, oh God. But anyway, other than that, I'm just saying it's more respect. And ACC kickoff, you have to go up there and talk. And he's new, so people are going to ask. So it's not going to be the type where you ask him about what happened in the game. It's going to be about your game plan, whatever you implemented. So I want to see how Bill Belichick does this, because you not only go to the stage, then you got to go to the room where everybody, you got your
It's not the controlled NFL environment anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Where he dictated.
Yeah.
The media. Now, bro. No, not no more.
Right. And I the scrum's gonna be crazy. So like I would want to see how it's gonna be and how, and everybody's gonna be like, I want to ask Belichick a question.
Yeah, because they ain't been able to ask him that for 40 years.
So I wonder if he's going to change his approach.
Well, he has to, because the question's not going nowhere.
Yeah, and
so if I'll ask you today, if I'm a beat reporter in Chapel Hill, I get you next week. I get you in a month.
Not only that,
every Saturday, I got you.
Not only that. Oh, we have the writer for the school. He's going to come here and ask you some questions. We pull you to the side. Hey, coach. So I just wonder how he reacts. That's my biggest thing with going into this. I wish I could be there for that. I can't, but oh well, man. Look, it's called growth, and hopefully I have somebody stand next time. But then I got to do the training camp for the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I might as well do both, because it's like I'm jobbing North Carolina going to Flowery Branch. So,
you dash your head to the Carolinas before you veer off 985.
You're right. So like, hey, I'm finally here at 985, but
yes, Lord have mercy. Just going through Gwinnett. Whoo.
Hey, so we talked about Snit, just to wrap everything up. Juan said they definitely have more reserved demeanor when they ask him questions. They will, because then he's older too, so they're gonna look at him. And some of these kids probably don't even know Belichick when he was in the farm.
They gonna get their question off. They ain't studying that. They ain't finna get their question off. Like, Bill. So about your girlfriend, Bill. Does she really listen to Lil Wayne?
But they're gonna ask him. See, lucky I wasn't there, because I asked him about his Jordans. I don't care. I'll be that idiot to ask him. So, are you gonna wear the UNC blue, the 4s, or Wick 5? What's your favorite shoe? What's your favorite shoe to wear, Jordan? I can't do that.
So, and it's crazy, y'all. If you ever catch pictures of him, he just wearing Vomeros. He got a Carolina color Vomero. So maybe he ain't gonna wear no Jordans. He like, it's a Jordan logo on my shorts and a Jordan logo on my damn hoodie. But these Vomeros, I'm old, man. I gotta wear these Vomeros.
Man, I wish I was there.
Let me wear these Vomeros in peace. Leave me alone.
Right.
I don't know about no Jordan 3s or 4s or 5s.
So Brian Snitker, you think Snick is going to be there to the end of the season?
Because the Braves don't because the Braves just they're not the type of organization to fire somebody mid-season and he's gonna ride the string out. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and then it's gonna be a lot of conversations in the off season. A lot of conversations in the off season, but it's definitely time to just change this whole, because again, I mean, it still feel like we're under Bobby Cox. It's time to just get a whole fresh new perspective, new ideas, get out of the Braves way or whatever that is, and just bring somebody in from, man, I don't care where you bring them in from, but as long as they ain't got nothing to do with Bobby Cox, I'll be happy. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it.
I think you're right, but I think they won't keep him there. But man, I just felt he gone. I think he's ready to go.
He's definitely ready to go.
He's ready to go. Again, I know we sound like him when every time he's talking about, like I said, he says the same thing. I don't know. I don't. That's what he always says. And now we're saying the same thing. Like we ask him the same questions. When are they going to get better? When they it's to the point. There's almost no point of going to the whatchamacallit because we ask them the freaking same questions. But I want to talk about the MLB. So for the MLB All-Star, they're going to do this. The what is it called? The automatic strike. The automatic strike. I forgot what it's called. Yeah. But they're doing that. But they're going to have a way to challenge as well in the All-Star game. But only the pitcher, the batter, and the catcher can challenge. They can't get help from anyone else telling them to challenge. They can't do that.
Right.
What do you think of this?
Hey, I mean, they've been talking about this so long. And I mean, it's gonna be kind of cool, like to see it in action. But I think if we're honest, they're always talking about speeding up the game. Listen, this another thing that's gonna slow down the damn game. Because if I think a ball a little bit outside, challenge the pitch. If I'm pitching, I'm like, dude, that ball caught the corner of the plate. I want to challenge that pitch. I mean, what are we doing, y'all?
Right.
Like, what are we doing? I think a few of the guys have had fun with it. I think just jokingly, because they're like, oh, so now y'all want to try this? Well, hell, because this is gonna probably be the only time I'm getting to use it. So
right.
Let me challenge this pitch, or I don't like the location. Let me challenge this location. So I mean, it just MLB has a way of always getting in their own way. Y'all been teasing it. If y'all want to get rid of umps, just gonna get rid of the umps. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing?
I'm with you, man. I look. So like to make extra money when I get a chance to, when I'm free or whatever, I'm like, let me make some money. Let me try this DoorDash. So I've been doing this DoorDash, and I don't eat at McDonald's. I walked in McDonald's, bruh. You could order from the machine. Maybe I'm like, wait, y'all not taking orders anymore? Like you order on the screen, like
everybody doing that though. Everybody doing it.
See, I don't eat fast food like that, so
yeah.
I always go through the drive-through if I go from I can believe it. Like, yo, what is this?
Yeah.
So it's like you said, first of all, you taking jobs away. At least you keeping an umpire there. I'm not with football. At least you're doing that. But I just always say, man, I don't like it when we have to get the call absolutely right. I don't like that.
Right. We take out the human element of the game.
Yeah, yes. That's what we're doing. Just it's okay. Again, in baseball, we wouldn't have Lou Piniella. We wouldn't have Bobby Cox. Who else is bad at that? Who was like that? That Jim Leland they wouldn't be known for who they are
Right.
if we had
They couldn't.
talent.
They couldn't get their money worth on the call.
No, that was the beauty of baseball to see. Like, think about it. Cause you ain't here. Oh wow. Devin Booker just signed a 2-year, $145 million max contract extension with the Suns. Appreciate that, Vince. Woo. 2 years. What is that? 70 mil. Golly.
Boys getting to the paper.
But Mace, you wouldn't see that, man. That's what made Lou Pinella. When the last time you seen an umpire get kicked out and he was yelling yelling like in each other's face? You see his head going back and forth and somebody kicking dirt on it.
Oh, they sit there. They too cool for school now. It's just like, man, all right, man, yeah, whatever.
I don't know. No, I missed that about baseball. That was the tradition of it. That's what made you relish those moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just don't have it. So I don't like it. I don't like it, man. Stop challenging everything. Then it takes forever. Y'all say y'all trying to make the game faster, but then we have these challenges and it take 30 minutes. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. It's the damn worst. You be like, man, bro. All right, man. All right, I get it. Whatever.
Yeah, man. So
whatever, man. Yeah.
But yo, we gotta let everybody go. Another fun, great show, man. And y'all know how we do. Y'all hear this music? You already know what it means. It means it is time to let you go. But before we go and before you go, hey, we have a couple of shout outs, man, and stay tuned because you might be one of them. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the Almighty God for giving me this platform to do what I do, say what I say, to make you upset, mad, want to give me the stopper button. God, I appreciate it. Also, I want to thank my road dog, my dog Mace. Mace, anything you want to say, dog?
Everybody, 9 more Sundays, baby. 9 more Sundays. Just find you something to do. 9 more Sundays.
Wow.
The NFL will be back. We will be back to our regularly scheduled programs. All you girlfriends, wives, significant others, all that. Go on and get it in now.
Right.
Because when I tell you, when that Thursday night football game, from that point forward,
Right.
leave dudes alone.
Yep.
Leave us alone. We are busy on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday again. Leave us alone from September to February. Leave us alone.
Right.
Y'all got 9 weeks
to get it right.
Listen, y'all got 9 weeks to get it together, ladies.
Hey, real quick before I go on, tell Kobe, man, I need a jersey, dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, real quick. Shout out to Nephew, man. Nephew got his high school jersey retired this weekend, man.
Shout out to him. State
championship quarterback. That guy won the state as a senior. Was the class, whatever class they played in, Lamar High School. He was the player of the year. Quarterbacks in our family, everybody. He was the quarterback. Hey, man, shout out, man. Nephew, you continue to amaze us, man. Keep doing. And this all he say he want to do. This guy had no plan B in life, y'all. Zero plan B.
Makes it even better.
Zero plan B.
Yeah, man. Tell Kobe I know you don't know me, dog, but tell
he always catch the show. He always catch the replay.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. So he gonna hear it. He gonna hear and see this.
I want a jersey, Kobe. Also, shout out to Vincent the Fantasy Room. Shout out to Cuz. Cuz, we praying for you, man.
Yes, no doubt. Hey, man.
We praying for you, baby. Yeah, we really, I'm telling you, Cuz, We praying that them St. Louis sorry Cardinals, dog. We praying they do. Nah, I'm just playing. Cardinals.
Hey, that's why health is wealth, man. Health is wealth, man. Man, go to the doctor regularly, everybody.
Yeah.
They taking it out your check. Go. Don't just give away the money. Go.
Shout out to Vince, man. Shout out to Cuz. Shout out to Antoine. Shout out to Marlon, Jacob, everybody else that was in there. Also, shout out to my lovely children, man. Shout out to my girls. Shout out to my son, nieces, nephews, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, play cousins. Hey, love on family. Let family know that you love them. Love them while they still alive. Love them while they can feel it. Like Mace always says, it doesn't cost to be a good person. Just be a good person.
Zero.
None. Cost anything. Also, eat good, drink responsibly. Of course, dog. Of course.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Of course.
You already know, cuz. You know it.
Eat good, drink responsibly. Watch sports. It ain't that much time, but you got the NBA Summer League on right now. You got Major League Baseball. You got WNBA. And like May said, college football and everything's about to get ramped up. So, ladies, hey, get the time in now.
Y'all got 9 weeks, ladies.
9 weeks.
9 weeks. Y'all got 9 weeks. Get your life.
Next week, same time, same show, same crazy host, same sports nonsense. When you miss me, I'm out. Peace.
You.
What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Kiss. Right now, you checking out the 3-point conversion.